No, Wednesday.
Hi, Days fans. It's Wednesday, and we just got finished watching Days. And if you don't like us, I'm gonna kill myself.
No, you gotta hold me by a knife.
No, Gus was holding his knife. I can do the old Nicole thing too. You don't like anybody touching your throat.
And I like how the whole time she's holding on.
But anyway, they talked him down, and EJ is in love with Nicole, obviously.
I thought that was like the worst, crisis intervention I've ever seen.
Yeah.
They're like, what did I do? And then when Nicole comes in, Nicole!
And like nothing else is really in the police station. Like people are just walking around like there's no big business, and then there's a hostage crisis. That one cop walks in with Nicole. You think they would happen? They would lock everything down.
Yeah.
Anyway,
it would have been immediate lockdown.
I don't like to nitpick on Dave's stuff.
We kind of have a rule about
Anyway,
the allowance.
Bye, Gus Pascal or whatever the heck his name
Augustine Pascal.
Yeah.
So what is his accent? Is he British?
Madame? I don't know. Some kind of a fake British accent. Anyway. So
I
it's
don't
all
get
been
these
explained.
people that are, okay, he was abandoned on the pier 25 years ago. Did Vivian raise him in Europe? I don't get all these accents. I don't get how EJ has a totally accented his brother and
Because he went to Oxford. They shipped him off to boarding school, and then he went to college in Oxford.
And we just said we weren't going to nitpick, so.
Yeah, well, that can be explained.
I have 2 pages of notes because we're covering Tuesday also. But I want to say I'm excited that Yvonne came back. If any of you don't remember Yvonne, he was the original manservant to Vivian in the good old days, back when I watched it. And I remember being a freshman in college, and Vivian had gotten herself knocked up with Kate's embryo, so she was carrying Philip.
Oh, God.
And she wanted to look sexy still for Victor, so she was going to wear a girdle. And Yvonne kept going, but the baby. The way he said baby just cracked one of my friends up so bad. Baby.
So Quinn and Taylor are kind of cute.
Oh, they're adorable.
Those jailhouse scenes were very touching.
They're so cute. So what are they going to do?
Can you imagine the old Taylor doing that? It just wouldn't have worked. She looked like she dropped out of prep school or something.
I don't know, but I do not understand why they are giving us all these couples just to take them away. First of all, we have Taylor and Quinn. That ain't going to happen. So what's Quinn going to do? He's going to leave town with Taylor and then come back?
Must be.
Because Bren Foster ain't fired. So that's all interesting. I posted an article from About Days, I forgot which website, with the whole explanation of, originally they were going to have it be D.A. Woods, that was the stalker, and then it was going to be Quinn, and then it was going to be...
Yeah, this was a quick rewrite. They rushed this through the pipeline to shuffle the plot around.
Interesting. So Sammy, out looking for a job hardcore here.
I wouldn't hire her with that pathetic interviewing skill she has.
Jennifer and Sammy, when did they get so chummy? Last time I saw them together, they were fighting over Brandon.
Oh, gosh.
But I guess since she did marry Lucas is Jennifer's brother, maybe that's when they became BFFs. I don't ever remember seeing them so chummy in a scene together. So, you started to talk about EJ's in love with Nicole.
Totally.
That guy.
She is so do I go for Brady? Do I go for EJ? She wants EJ.
It is so bizarre that the way that those two can make you feel like they love other people and then they love each other. I mean, you really buy into it.
Yeah.
Speaking of buying into it, Daniel and Jennifer are so cute.
Oh, there's a little bit of whipped cream on your lip. No, there isn't. Yes, there is. Oh, God.
They
pull it off.
The way they bounce off each other, you feel like they're ad-libbing. You feel like you're really witnessing them on a first date.
Yeah.
They're really cute.
And that's probably a sign of good acting.
And Katie asked me the other day if I could tell the difference in the writing yet. And I feel like I can tell it with those two. I feel like we're seeing a whole nother side.
Oh, this is complete. This is the new writers now, huh?
I guess it's been the new writers for a while, but they don't really consider it their regime until Monday because...
Oh, it's like the crossover, like when the salt water hits the fresh water.
Yeah, like they're writing now, but they had to wrap up what the other people
They
did.
had to fix their screw-ups.
Yeah. So I've got a few quotes of the day. For Tuesday, I'm giving them to Bo Brady. When they were talking about whoever the attacker was had a mommy issue, and then Bo said about Gus hanging around Vivian all the time. He's like, that could cripple the strongest of men. And then they're like, then he says a bit later, who would want her affection? And then the next day, poor Nicole's being held hostage. You're supposed to be calming down Gus, and Vivian's like, wow, that's one little messed up manservant. It was awesome.
So Chloe, out of her coma.
Oh, yeah, and there's another couple. They're giving us for, 5 seconds?
Oh, yeah. Brady and Chloe.
Broy's on fire. You Broy fans, you've been waiting for this for years and years and years, and you're going to get it for, guess what, 3 more episodes, I think.
If I didn't know she was leaving, I would have totally thought that they were going to be back together. Because who's he got? Nicole's going to go to EJ. Melanie is recovering from a broken Dario, and
I'll tell you who he's got. They're bringing on Sarah Brown from Guiding Light and whatnot. And this chick sounds like an amazing actress. She's won 3 daytime Emmys. She's been in nighttime TV, primetime. She's been on movies.
She's the one who looks like Tamara Braun.
I think she's very similar in appearance and voice and whatnot. They actually played the same character at one point on.
She was the recast character?
I don't know which one we had it first.
Okay, whatever. It doesn't make any difference.
But she, I guess, when Brady was when Eric Martzoff was interviewed by Michael Fairman, Eric Martzoff referred to his character and Sarah Brown's character as a union.
Oh.
They were dedicated to making this union work. So, sounds like they're going to be a couple, which of course, in my opinion, means EJ's going to be a couple with her too, because those boys have some issue with sharing their women.
I love how EJ, Taylor, and Nicole have all sort of made up. He's now her attorney. Never mind the fact that he killed her mom.
Oh, yeah.
And that Taylor stole EJ away from Nicole. Just all forgiven, no big deal.
How long ago were they engaged? Wasn't it July?
Taylor and EJ?
Yeah.
Yeah, not too long ago.
This stuff wraps up fast.
Oh, yeah, they move on. Just like bullet wounds heal in a week. They get over, hey, you're behind the assassination of my, well, it wasn't an assassination, but anywho.
Somebody was saying that, what's her name, Mandy was in the hospital longer for her attack wounds than EJ was for either being shot in the head or any of his other major assaults. So,
what is Sammy's job going to be? This sounds awfully fishy.
Well,
they're making a big deal about it.
I haven't read spoilers, but I saw some photo or something with Sarah Brown, the new actress that Sammy was in. And being that Jennifer is a journalist, I was thinking maybe Sammy was going to go work for Sarah Brown's character, who's Madison James, because I thought she was some kind of reporter, TV reporter or something when she comes to town. And then that could weave Jennifer into the whole thing. And they're clearly gearing Jennifer up to be a life coach.
Yeah, that'll be boring. Are there any of those NBC preview things that have been put out recently? Do those come out once a week?
Yeah, it's up on our site.
Oh, okay.
You should check it out.
All right. What spoilers? There were massive spoilers before with the EJ running for mayor and all that stuff.
Oh, you mean the big ones that come out for way in advance?
Yeah.
No, I think they just I don't know. Katie, you'll have to fill me in. I thought that was just to get us ready for the new writers.
Oh, but we saw one when we were at Day of Days and they.
Yeah, one that tells you several weeks to come.
Yeah.
I don't know, how often do they do those?
That's what I asked.
You
Look
tell
at the
us.
site. You told me.
I said to look at our site. Don't you sass me,
Yeah,
young man. When this camera goes off,
Oh.
I will take care of you. Yeah. I got knives. I'm not afraid to use them.
I'm not scared. still that.
Oh, I know. And we're like, well, kind of.
Yeah.
So, Argentina, Melanie. I loved it when Jennifer's telling her little Frankie story and how they're still friends. And she completely omitted the part about, well, we kind of almost got married, but then my ex-husband walked in the middle of it. Did they carry out the wedding? I thought they still did.
No. They didn't get married.
But that's a bunch of crazy crap.
Jack and Steve show up, crash the wedding.
Don't tell some story to some young girl and leave out that part. Melanie, I gotta tell you, I don't see this working out. Although, didn't your sister and brother date while he was in Africa? Not your sister and brother.
Yeah.
Your brother and our sister-in-law.
We're going to get a few emails over that one. Yes, but he worked on a schedule where he would come back to Canada after 4 weeks. Dario's down there for the long haul. He's not coming back. In a week, he won't even know your name, Melanie.
Are you still on those freaking Argentinian women? Damn. I have to go.
And he speaks the language. He's in. That's it. You're going to get a couple of texts. Those will, spread out, and then nothing. Forget any letters, emails, forget it.
JB, who are they going to put her with?
Yeah, that's a good question. We got to get her. Well, first of all, we got to have it come out that Maggie is the grandmother.
Oh,
and I don't know if we've said this out loud yet, but that has got to happen.
I think so. Meg was looking really good yesterday, I thought.
I think they're leading up to bringing Nicole's baby back, and that's going to reunite EJ and Nicole.
Oh, please let it be. Let it be. I would be so happy. That would be so. I would be so.
I looked into her eyes, Ariane looked her, and I said that was going to happen.
Yeah, you did.
And she looked nervous. She was on the defensive.
She started talking about...
Oh, I would love that little baby to come back.
She started talking about the youngest age she ever knew of a baby surviving, and it was around the age of when she had her miscarriage.
She basically told us that this baby was going to come back.
Jack's little best friend at school...
I hope you don't get her fired for having revealed that.
Oh, stop that. Jack's best friend at school, I could seriously hold in my hand. I mean, she weighed 1 pound at birth, and that chick is as feisty as ever, running around first grade like nothing happened. So, share with us, who's got the youngest baby out there that was born at the earliest age? Okay, my kids, they hung in there until 36 weeks or so. Then they were forced out. They weren't interested in coming out on their own. Alright, so, the best, these were some more quotes of the day. Jen is being all feisty and flirty, and she's like, I'm into exploring new things these days. And Tanya's like, interesting, note to self. That was funny. So, did I mention with that whole police stuff, EJ and Vivian would totally have been escorted out of there? Did I mention that?
Yeah.
Oh, the other thing that didn't make any sense. Daniel and Caroline, just chummy as can be, joking about secrets. And how, I think that's kind of what a secret is. You're not supposed to tell. I'm like, I don't know if I could be so forgiving and nonchalant after the big, mega, friggin' secret Caroline kept that kind of ruined his life. Although he's...
Well, his life would have been ruined either way, but this made it even worse. He wouldn't have married Chloe or whatever. I can't remember how far they got into this.
Well, the point being that he could have found out before the baby was born and not bonded with the baby.
I think I would have boycotted the Brady pub, although that's probably the only place to eat in town.
I'm just saying, he's awfully forgiving. I don't know if I could be all chit-chatting and laughing and everything.
Yeah.
But you know what? Maybe he just is so into Jennifer that he's like, bygones.
Yeah.
Love will do it to you.
Anywho.
Oh, I also enjoyed EJ threatening Vivian. And the look on her face what's this Demare think he's doing?
You got your hopes on, your hope faith.
Oh, I do, and I have my hope bracelets on.
Oh.
I'm never going to make it on the QVC.
Hope had hers on last night.
I'll never make it on any kind of home shopping network. Because do you notice when I try to show you stuff, I'm all on?
Well, it's backwards.
I know, but we've been doing this blog for 3 years. I should be able to get it. And it's not just that, but I can't figure out how far to put. I just suck. Sad. Alright, yeah. Vivian, she took the bait though. She started stepping up once EJ yelled at her. But at first she's looking at him like, are you really messing with me? I'm a freaking Alamine.
She
I'm
puts
not
her hand
susceptible.
up to the glass.
Oh yeah, that was good stuff. So, Crystal Chappelle's last day tomorrow, September 22nd. We will be in a day of mourning. If you want to send a...
Carbo fans are on suicide watch tomorrow.
It's not funny. People are like not going to watch. People aren't going to be watching that show anymore. And I just don't know. I'm totally excited about the new writers. I think that's going to be amazing. But I don't know that John and Marlena are going to have more of a pull than Carly. Yeah. Especially since I know they're going to break them up. It sounds like from the previews, John's in some trouble, whatever. But, I mean, I guess if they completely break them up and then we have that whole build-up. But usually that build-up to get them back together doesn't last more than 6 months.
Yeah.
So I don't know what they're going to do about that.
You got to wrap it up.
All right, the couple that watches Days Together.
Stays together.